And what we're seeing is an alarming trend across the country. In 48 of the 50 states, we've seen xylazine present in our exhibits that we've seized.
So Frank Tarantino, special agent in charge of the DEA in New York, was not surprised when his director in Washington issued a public safety alert about xylazine, the horse tranquilizer known as Tranq on the streets.
We are tracking xylazine across the United States, and there is no question that it is an increasing threat.
A threat so widespread
Hello, everybody.
that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has made 2 trips to upstate New York in a 10-day period.
It's a deadly, skin-rotting zombie drug, and that is turning the opioid crisis here in the capital region into a complete nightmare.
Our visit to Philadelphia last month gave us a close-up look at how Tranq can turn users into living zombies because of its strong sedating powers. That puts them at higher risk of a deadly overdose. And the unsightly skin ulcers Tranq causes can lead to amputations.
Wake up with these big-ass holes all over you.
Even worse, Tranq is driving up the fatal overdose rate from the dangerous synthetic opioid fentanyl. More than 107,000 Americans died in a 12-month period from drug poisonings, according to the CDC, a record. In 2022, the DEA says xylazine was mixed into 23% of the fentanyl powder it seized.
Mary, what they're doing is they're mixing it in to increase the high and to allow for the high to go for longer periods of time. So on our local streets, we're seeing local drug traffickers make that conscious choice to now mix in xylazine into fentanyl, cocaine, and heroin to further addict their customer base, and it has a lethal consequence.
And Pix 11 News learned xylazine can be easily bought online, especially on Chinese-connected websites. Shortly after we did our initial stories from Philadelphia, the Food and Drug Administration announced it would limit imports of xylazine into the U.S. The DEA is trying to get the drug listed or scheduled as a controlled substance.
We're working very closely on a daily basis with our federal partners at the FDA to get xylazine scheduled in an expeditious way.
Special Agent Tarantino told us keeping track of the countries that provide chemicals to make fentanyl and xylazine is a big part of DEA's mission. He said China and Mexico are the 2 biggest threats right now, but he said India is another country that's causing concern with the sale of chemicals. I'm Mary Murphy, Pix 11 News.